There's a new street fighter on your windowsill. The weapon is peace. The word is chill. Yeah.
Hello, Marvel Legends, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behavior. And I've got a knife, and I've got a box for the unboxing. And unlike the last unboxing, where it was a whole box of mystery stuff, I know exactly what we have here. Because ladles and jelly spoons, it is... I've been looking forward to this for a while. The Blurrovision. You can see exactly what it is. Deluxe Thanos. I don't know why I always put the mystery into these things, because you clicked on the thumbnail, you know what this is, but still, it's just kind of fun to play along, isn't it? And here he is. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, he's so pretty. Check this guy out. Not a stupid ring light appearing there, but look at that. There you go. Look at how colourful this is. And again, look what a nice guy I am. I'm showing you before I can even see for myself. All right, you can have a look at the back of the box. I'll have a look at the front. Yeah, he looks big. He looks big and beefy. That's exactly what we want. And look at the beautiful Infinity War art going on here. I mean, I just say Infinity War. It's not like Ron Lim or anything, but it's exactly what you would expect with him with the Infinity Gems. And oh, this is nice. This is real good. These boxes. This is why I'm a box collector. Gosh, look at the picture on the back with him and Death. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so slide out. Oh, it's got, I love these backdrops. They're actually doing proper backdrops for the boxes. Again, I wouldn't display him with this, but I like having it. Like the Silver Surfer had this as well. I'm gonna do a whole comparison at the end of this video with my different Thanoses and the Silver Surfer, all that good stuff. But yeah, look at the throne. How cool is that? How easy would it be for Hasbro to make us one and sell it to us, please? Hasbro, thank you. We'll take a throne. Happily, I would love a throne. This guy in his carbonite prison. He's heavy. He's proper heavy. All right, let's bust him out. Let's get that plastic crack. So satisfying. And here's Thanos out of the packaging. And yep, definitive Thanos right here. Calling it. There you go. Instantly already. He feels smooth, which is a weird thing to say about an action figure, maybe. I mean, they're all made of plastic. They're all smooth, but it feels like everything is very neatly... I tell you what it is. It's because I'm used to the previous Marvel Legends Thanos, where this is a separate piece and he's all clinked and clunked together and he's all shaky and, you know, all loose in the joints, whereas this is just smooth. This is smooth by Carlos Santana. This is really great. And what I like about this, as opposed to the Deluxe Walgreens one, which is great, or the beautiful Select one, is that this is a very 70s looking Thanos. This face, his boots, like his funny sort of Wellington boot, or galoshes, as you call them in the States. This is full on, this is to the Thanos copter. Thanos, but that's what I want. The head sculpt looks terrific. I love this head. This is fantastic. The grimace, the sneer, the paint. I love the paint around the eyes. It's darker around the eyes than the bright blue pupils in there. This is fantastic. Got some good articulation as well. The shoulder piece does not inhibit the articulation all that much. So this is wonderful. Now, one thing a reviewer said, which I will agree with actually, is that he doesn't bend very much at the elbow. So you can't have him holding his fingers to his face and like snapping like that. He's kind of holding, the best he can do is hold his hand out, which will still look fine, but it's a shame you can't tailor that a little bit more. But his biceps are so thick that you just don't really get much movement in them to articulate. So yeah, you can bend them a little bit, but not a whole heck of a lot. In fact, this one I can't really bend much at all. That might just be he's a little bit stiff. I might need to warm him up. But on the whole, already instantly bright blue colors, really nice golden. This is nice. This is lovely. I'm digging this. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. Also, I just popped him down on the table and he just stood up. Easy, like boom, love that. Love those big, heavy feet. Right, so I'll do the basic ones first. So we have the regular clawing Infinity Gauntlet there. And that just looks great. I just love how bright and colorful the stones are. Then we have the one he will probably be posed most with, which is the dreaded finger snap. And that's beautifully sculpted. Although funnily enough, I snap my fingers with my thumb and my index finger. I can't do it the proper way that they do it. I would have been terrible playing Thanos in Infinity War. But yeah, this is lovely. And finally, the big one is the old man Thanos head. This is the one that's going to go with Cosmic Ghost Rider and Fallen Silver Surfer. And this is terrific. Look at the long, wispy beard. That's wonderful. And the big, tall crown going on there. I dig that the most. This wrinkly old purple grimace face. That nutsack of a chin is gone. The wrinkles have gone up a little bit more. This is great. I really, really dig this head. I dig this head. I dig this figure. I've been waiting for a long time to get this, and now he's here, so I love it. Let's pop his hand off. So is it his left hand? The left hand has the Infinity Gauntlet, so I'm going to pop the snapping fingers on there. And we'll see. Yeah, you see, like I was saying, he can hold his hand out, but you can't bend it in, so it's close to him. So I'm not sure. I don't really like him. Kind of like, it almost looks like he's flipping the bird, as you say in America. So I think maybe the hand that I would actually want is more of the rah kind of hand. So if I pop this in here, that might be better, and then he can sort of like be raising his hand triumphantly. I'm not 100% taken. I wish you could bend the elbow more. That's kind of a shame. I'll say it. They sort of missed a trick there. Although I think my elbow in particular, there you go. I've bent it as far as it can go. That looks better. That looks better. And of course, you only have the clenched fist for the right hand. So that's kind of a triumphant. There you go. That's a rah, looking kind of Thanos, and that's pretty cool. So I can get past my minor gripe about the elbow bend, because everything else here is a lot of fun. You can sort of twist him a little bit, so it's a bit more of a dynamic kind of pose. That's money. That's dirty cash money right there, baby. I love. Yeah, look at that side profile. Yeah, that's way better than the finger snap hand as well, I think. I just like the unlimited power. That's really cool. So that is the Thanos there. Now then, let's look at some figure comparisons, because this is what we're here for. So let's do it. Now I'm going to be doing this figure comparison in real time, so this is my audio from a different location, but hopefully it'll look good, or sound good, is what I'm asking about. Here is the Deluxe Thanos, and we can see some pretty big differences here. The main one being the much more metallic paint on this fella here really pops out a lot more, but the flat, more matte kind of blue is more your classic 70s to 80s kind of Thanos. This is way more the kind of 2000s more modern take on Thanos, which is great, because then neither one of these figures is surplus to requirement. We can take a look at the two head sculpts as well, if the camera will focus. There you go. So we have two very different faces as well. Got the California raisins here. But I'm really pleased that this one is definitely, easily, hands down, no recency bias. This is the superior Thanos here. I really do think so. This one, though, I do love the old sort of metallic, robotic kind of, extra details on there. It gives him a more modern look, but my goodness, this guy's wobbly. Their two Infinity Gauntlets are, I think they might be identical, actually. If they are different, then I cannot tell, but it doesn't really matter. It's only a very, very small kind of point. But yeah, these two guys look great. They're a great pair of bookends, but still, like this guy, you can see he's so wibbly wobbly. So let's now compare him to the other, what I thought was definitive Thanos, the Select Modern Thanos. Of course, there is another Select Thanos, which is more the classic design, comes with a Lady Death. I do not have him, but I can compare these two, and they look pretty cool as two opposing numbers. Old school, classic comic, and much more modern, almost movie-looking version of Thanos, but still clearly the comic book version. But yeah, I love this guy. But let's do some funky head swaps. So of course the main obvious one is Old Man Thanos' head on the body that he came with, as he is intended to be. But that's not too exciting. I mean, it's fine, it looks cool, but we want to see the options. It's like, this head fits on here. Of course it does, it was designed to. But let's see what happens when we actually play around a bit more with this. All right, it might take some serious hot water, but this head does just about kind of work on here. I haven't got it plugged in because it will take some warming up. Obviously the golds don't match, but the actual size, even though this body is a little smaller, I think it actually works pretty well with a little bit of tinkering, and if I was so inclined, some customizing with the paint, that could work really well. But while we've got some headless Thanoses, or Thani, as we know the correct plural term is, let's take a look at Old Man Thanos with the modern... Whoop. Here is Old Man Thanos' head on the Walgreens body, and it kind of works. I think the chin slightly gets in the way of the chest shoulder pads. Not entirely though, actually. That kind of works there. But there we go. So that might be how I display this fella here, and then I will keep the classic head on the classic body because, hey, as the name implies, it's classic. So he's going to go well with the Fantastic Four and the Retro Doom. That's going to look awesome. And now let's take a little look at these guys with the figures that, of course, we would be expected to pose them with, especially Old Man Thanos. So Old Man Thanos alongside the fallen Silver Surfer. That right there is a lot of fun. And, oh, see, I told you, it's the Walgreens wibbly wobbly joints, especially the ankles. There we go. That's more like it. And then finally, the huge, big Cosmic Ghost Rider backing him up here, barely able to even fit on the diorama there. In fact, he doesn't. But that's kind of a nice little setup there. And then we have Thanos Jr. over here asking where his Thanos copter is. And that is a pretty fun setup right there. I really dig that. And where else could Thanos go but on top of the mountain of A-list villains? The big bad himself, looking like a boss, towering over all the other ne'er-do-wells who stalk the universe. Love it. Such a great centerpiece for this. Dude, I love this guy. Such a good figure. And we're not done because, of course, we have now our two Thanos brothers. We got Old Man Thanos and Hip Young Thanos. Of course, with the Cosmic Ghost Rider backing them up there. This is one of the darker, gloomier cabinets, so we need a little extra light here, but that gives you a little idea of what the cosmic shelf currently looks like. And it's only getting bigger. Oh yeah, I'm loving where this is going. Cannot wait to add more cosmic characters. And folks, that is my unboxing review of the Deluxe Thanos, and what a deluxe figure he is. I dig it. I dig it the most. I'm glad that he lives up to my hype and my expectations. Some people have said that he could be a little bit bigger, and in fairness, oh, yeah, he could, because I love my big, chunky, hefty figures, so I would always want more bang for my buck. And Thanos is one of those characters who you can be like, he's X big, you know, you can kind of fudge it a bit. It's like whoever's drawing him can make him like a giant or kind of more of a regular size. So this is adequate in size, but the bright royal blue, the beautiful shiny gold, the unlimited power hand sculpt, And of course, this basic Thanos head, the old man Thanos, is awesome. I love the old man Thanos, and that is going to go so great with my Surfer and Cosmic Ghost Rider. But basic Jim Starlin, Ron Lim, Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet Thanos head, get me a Thanos copter. Because this guy needs, a ride befitting a figure of this type. Whew! That was good fun. I'm on a bit of a hype from that. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, then join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And most importantly, if you enjoyed this but you want to hear me talk about other stuff that is not action figure related, then you can go over to my sister channel, Displaying Miscellaneous Behaviour, where I speak about comic books, movies, wrestling, video games, anything that is not action figure specific. Up there right now, I have my review of the WandaVision episodes 8 season finale. Plus, I've got a rundown of AEW Dynamite with Shaquille O'Neal. I'm talking about the Terminator anime show on there and a whole bunch of other stuff. So go on to Displaying Miscellaneous Behaviour, link in the description below. And until next time, keep displaying model behaviour.
Cheers.